Hello, hello, ladies, gentlemen, everywhere in between. I am Brandon Carey, and today we are starting the next Uncharted game in the PS3 trilogy with Uncharted 2. Now, when most people think of Uncharted, from the PS3 generation specifically, they typically think of this game. This is often cited as like the best of the PS3 era Uncharted games. Possibly even the best Uncharted game, period. And there's quite a few reasons of that. A lot of them have to do with the first and third games being not as polished as this. But also you get a lot of that middle of a trilogy kind of. Well, for the PS3 trilogy, it's just this Among Thieves and Drake's Deception. If you want to talk about four, we can, but I have my opinions about Uncharted 4. And Lost Legacy is great. That one is good. Discussing which one is better between 2 and Lost Legacy, that's a conversation I'm willing to have. That's a very fascinating one. I could definitely hear cases for either one. But Uncharted 2 out of the PS3 games is all of a sudden as the pinnacle of the trilogy. I have no idea what a continuous speedrun is, but we're not gonna do it. I think it's probably something for this remake of the game that they added in later. I don't really know what it's supposed to do. But we're gonna play on normal. And we're gonna get started. Subtitles on. I love these little quotes to start off Uncharted games. And this is a really good opener.
What's going on?
This is a really, really good sequence.
That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
To get people interested in what's going on in the game's plot. This is a very good opener. Already gives you an idea of what might be what the stakes might be and what's happening. Without really telling you enough, without really telling you all you need to know, tells you enough to kind of get an idea of this is going to be this type of adventure. This is what we're going to be in for. It's a very strong way to start things off. A rock and a hard place. We are starting with a climbing sequence, which is pretty emblematic of the Uncharted games as a whole. Gonna start by climbing. Which, admittedly, if you were this beat up, you would not be making this climb. You would probably be dying. But because we're a video game character, all the bets are off. Also, yes, like if even on your best day, the average human being has no shot at making this climb. Just no shot.
It's okay.
whatsoever. But again, we're a video game character. We can do superhuman things because it's fun. Even still, this is Uncharted. Like, this sequence is exactly what Uncharted is all about. Is stuff like this perilous climbing across obstacles that no mortal man should ever be expected to climb. And we don't know how Drake ended up on this train. We don't know what he's doing here. These are hooks and mysteries to get us thinking about what might happen over the course of this adventure. What might be leading up to this. And as far as hooks go, this is a pretty good one. This is a pretty good way of getting the audience to start thinking and asking questions. There's a reason that Medias Res is used very often in video games. It's a very, like, starting off with a gameplay sequence that sets the tone is a very good way to open a video game. Naughty Dog knows this. They've been doing this for a while.
Buy me a drink, sailor.
Harry Flynn? Hey! What the hell are you doing here?
I'm looking for you, mate.
Uh-oh. Should I be flattered or worried?
Maybe a bit of both. Come here.
You can tell he's British because of his
Got a
accent.
job for us.
Really?
I got a job, I'm a
Client
Britishman.
is willing to part with a huge sum of cash if we acquire a certain object for him.
All right, I'm listening.
Now, you're not gonna like this.
Oh, no. No, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you just hear me out for
No,
a second.
Flynn, we both know two people who were killed trying to lift something out of this
And
place.
one who made it out.
Yeah, barely.
I can't do this without you, Drake. You're the only one who's cracked it, and you know better than anyone it's a two-person job.
No. 3, actually.
Right. And speak of the devil, here she comes now.
What?
Chloe Fraser.
Nate. Drake. Nathan. Drake.
Hello.
This is a very, also,
Chloe is one of
another
the best drivers in the business. She'll
good
take
intro
care of us.
scene.
I bet.
Right, look. I've got it all figured out. We go in through the sewer.
Loving it so far.
That
Already we're getting a hint, like, if you play Uncharted 1, you already know this, but these games are designed where you could slip into any one of them without playing the previous ones, and for good reason. A lot of people probably never played Uncharted 1 who did play Uncharted 2. But
puts us in the courtyard.
we're
From
already
there, we
getting an
scale
idea
up
of
the
what
wall,
kind of
run across the rooftop,
person
drop
Drake
down into
is
the exhibit
and the
floor.
people he associates with. And they are little more legally dubious.
I didn't, but go ahead. But
This
that's
dialogue's also
an order.
very snappy.
Yeah.
It's worthless. I don't get it.
Neither do we. That's why we tracked you down.
Well, it sounds like you're working for a nutcase. Some collector who's got too much time.
An
and
anthology is
money.
actually not a
By
bad
the
way of thinking about
this
it.
is not worth any of it.
But there's more. How's your 13th century Latin, mate?
And already we're getting into the fact that Nathan's a bit of a history
Where'd
nut.
you get this?
Borrowed it from the files of the nutcase.
A thief/history major who
Trebizond, we
knows
were
a
set up
lot
to
about
be
artifacts, but also spends a lot of
Theo
time
and
trying
I
to
were
pilfer
robbed of
said
our greatest
artifacts.
treasures. This was written by Marco Polo.
Yes, that much we were able to work out.
Unfortunately, the rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on. So that it should not fall into the wrong hands, I concealed my great sorrow in the unlikeliest place. The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
See what I mean? It's just gibberish.
He's talking about the lost fleet.
Yeah. I don't know, someone want to fill me in?
Marco Polo leaves China.
This is exposition as
600
well.
Passengers and 14
To the
ships loaded.
every Uncharted game is like deals with a central like historical mystery that in the real world is kind of not solved at the time of writing by archaeologists and historians. And so they'll take it, embellish it a little, and make it the central thesis of their fiction. In this case, it is Marco Polo in a lost fleet of his.
A year and a half later, with only one ship left and only 18 passengers. Now he recorded every detail of his journey, but he never told what happened to all those ships and the passengers.
So somewhere out there are 13 ships loaded with the Emperor's treasure waiting to be found.
Yeah, and that is what your client is after. Hey, look at this lamp. It's covered in Mongolian script. It must have been a gift from Kublai Khan.
The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
Marco Polo hid something inside this lamp. Something that pinpoints the site of the lost fleet.
So, we're dicking this guy over, right?
Damn straight.
Absolutely. You in then?
What the hell? I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
We are only 10 minutes in, and we already have a pretty good idea of what we're in for the rest of the adventure. That's actually pretty good economy of time and writing. Amy Hennig, as always, very good at that. Very good at that. Now we could go forward, but I just saw a shiny over here. And you know me, when I see shinies, I want shinies. Got a treasure. You know what? Bring back Amy Hennig. We need more of her. She's definitely a large part of why Uncharted 1 and 2's, and to a lesser extent 3 scripts are as good as they are. 3 has, like, there is a process that Naughty Dog went through with these games, and 3 is where you see that process start to break down. And we got a gun. Guess what we're about to do with the gun. That's right! Shooting range. Shooting range, exactly. Definitely not going to do anything difficult or strenuous or bloody with that. Duck hunting's a good one. See, no. See, we use the gun to shoot the lock. It has a non-violent purpose. Completely non-violent. We will not use this gun to hurt or maim or kill anybody. It is exclusively for the shooting out of locks. Never mind.
Armor's a bitch.
That didn't take very long. Yeah, Drake has seen better days. He's seen better days where he's in the snow. He's probably getting frostbite. He's bleeding. He's probably starting to freeze his blood. It's not a good look. If this was you in the real world, you're probably dead by now. Just because of frostbite alone. Before you even think about all the things you have to climb past and get around. He's probably dead on that train from frostbite in the real world. But, you know, we're in a video game, so frostbite does not exist. You get to go by other rules. Ouch! Oh, that's fucked up. Plus the concussions probably aren't doing great for him right now. The ones that lead to all the flashbacks.
Hello. Well, so much for foreplay.
So, if you didn't, if you were listening to me talk during that first scene to really notice, there is a moment where you can see these two characters recognize each other, but in dialogue, they are meeting themselves for the first time. This is kind of learning a bit more about that, where they actually are meeting each other
What the hell is going on?
again.
With Flynn?
Yeah, you might have warned me.
And missed the look on your face?
And
Anyway,
they have their own
exactly
chemistry
made
that
yourself
the other guy is not aware
easy to
of.
find.
Talk about making yourself easy.
Oh, you're not jealous. Let's not forget who walked out on whom. After all, you don't get to be jealous.
Wait a minute, Chloe.
If it makes you feel any better, my relationship with Flynn is strictly professional.
Really?
Mostly professional.
Oh,
When I figured out he was actually on to something, I thought you'd want to be in on the action.
The classic femme
So what's the
fatale
plan?
character, played by Claudia Black, who is a very, very good actress.
Find the ships and we make off with the treasure.
with Flynn. And then?
And then we split the take 3 ways, and you and I just disappear. Together, this time.
I see.
Until then, he can't know about us.
He's gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be fine. Trust
Already
me.
getting into some layers of the character interactions, and again, 50 minutes into the game, not very long at all. We're already getting to know a lot about our central cast. And yes, Claudia Black is an excellent voice actress. Probably go down. No, this is probably death. Unless I go to the left. No, this is probably death. I should probably go the other way. Can I jump this? I can jump that. Holy shit. That seemed impossible. It's been a while. Forgive me, it's been a while since I played Uncharted 2. Clearly. Yeah, nothing's impossible for Nathan Drake is right. Jesus Christ. Jesus H. Christ. Ouch! Having a pretty miserable day in the snow. Oh, look at this little thingy-mabobber. That's a cool little relic. Could be cursed. We'll find out. Good question, though. But first, let's go back to the past. Istanbul, I think this says 4 months earlier.
You sure you're up for this? Feel a lot better if I had a gun. We won't need them. A little insurance, that's all.
Flynn, they're just museum guards. And we have their patrols all mapped out. Relax.
Relax. Relax. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison, mate? If we get caught, they will lock us up and throw away the sodding key. You do realize that, don't you?
Better than you do.
Well, you may fancy that kind of thing, but I don't. Can't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah, and we won't.
Notice they're all wearing black because they're doing a night op. That's kind
We're
of cute.
here.
does sound like Alistair from Dragon Age. I didn't think about that, but you're right. I do hear the resemblance. Could be the same guy. I don't actually know who his actor's name.
This way.
So what do
See,
we do if they switch the patrols?
Figure it out as we go.
We cannot fumble our way through this.
I don't fumble, I improvise.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, I'm adaptable.
Adaptable.
You cocky bastard.
There. What did I tell you? That passage there is going to take us right under the museum.
You called it all right.
it really is Alistair's voice actor. Cool.
Okay, this one here is me.
All right, remember, that tower's our only way into the exhibit. But we can't even get close with those floodlights on.
We've gone over this.
Just make sure you cut the power by the time we reach the second courtyard.
The lights will be out.
I'm
I
professional.
have a van
You
waiting
see?
at the rendezvous point. Just make sure you get your asses out of there in time.
Fair enough.
All right, enough chat. Let's do this.
It'll be Nathan Drake and
Chloe.
Harry Flynn.
See you on the other side.
Looking forward to it.
You sure you know where you're going? Don't I always?
No.
Love the way the water makes your jeans all squidgy. Like the good
Squidgy
old
is a
days,
word.
isn't it? Yeah. When were those again?
In fairness, the water looking disgusting is because we're in a sewer. We're in one of those video game absurdly spacious sewer systems.
Oh, wait. This can't be right. We must have made a wrong turn somewhere. Hey, now what do you bet that will take us right into the boiler room? And from there, we're in. Yeah, in like Flynn, right? What? In like Flynn. I don't get it. Just give me a boost.
In like Flynn.
Here it comes. Thanks.
Yeah, we talked about it with the frostbite, but yeah, you'd probably have some infection from being in that sewer water for even a couple of seconds
You ready? No guts, no glory.
in real life.
Here we
Video
go.
games.
We're good.
Why would you have a back way to the sewer in your fucking boiler room? That makes no fucking sense. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's a video game set piece. That's why. You can do this.
Just reach up there and grab the ladder.
Okay, all right.
They have radios.
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped it down for you.
I was over there both wearing gloves. You know, for fingerprint problems and whatnot.
All right. This is the way to the courtyard. Well, we're not going this way. Not if you want to keep your skin. All right. There's got to be a shut-off valve around here somewhere. See if you can find it then.
I do not like having to mash buttons. Ever.
Got it.
Is there a way to turn off? Nope. Can't turn off the can't switch to a toggle to a hold. That would be nice, but nope, we don't get that luxury. PS2 era or PS3 era, we really didn't know a lot of accessibility back then. Like, good on them for putting subtitles in at all. but it would have been nice to not have to mash a button.
Now there should be a door just around this corner. That's our access point. Once we're through, just stick to the plan. You got me?
Tell me you didn't miss this.
I'm here, aren't I?
You didn't miss this implies that at some point Nathan Drake had like retired from the thieving life, which is interesting considering like this is a this takes place after
locked.
Uncharted 1 where El Dorado
Good
happened.
job I came prepared. I pick more than my nose, my friend.
Oh, wait! There's an alarm. That's new since last time.
Great. Now what?
Well, I can disarm it if we can find the junction box. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Where's the junction box? So you just follow the wires.
Why don't you follow the conduit?
Because the cable's actually kind of hard to see. Honestly. Yeah, they should make it a little easier to see if they want me to follow it. For God's sakes. Okay, here we go.
There. That ought to do it.
All right, we're in. Shit.
I got him. Sweet dreams.
Alright, he's down. Very gentle knocking someone out. I don't care about statistics. We're gonna put
There's
this
the
down
tower.
here.
Yeah, but we can only get to it from the roof, and we can't get to the roof from here. We're gonna have to make our way to the next courtyard, through that gate over there.
Well, let's do it.
That looked
Gotta get
painful.
up to that balcony. We can climb
Although the
gate
sound
over here.
design could have made it like sound more painful. I guess they don't want. I guess they wanted it to have a little gentle feel to it. They don't want you. They don't want you to feel the crunch of the guard's skull as you knock him out.
Çalışmaktan nefret ediyorum.
I've got the other one.
Haklısın abi. Hiçbir şey olmuyor. Bazen o
So they deliberately muffle the sound so that it feels a little more gentle, even though you are basically assaulting civilians.
gardiyan ne zaman bitiyor? Daha çok var. 15 dakikaya kadar bitiyor.
You know, they don't want you to think about that because Nathan Drake's a good guy. He's a hero.
İşler nasıl bu aralar? Bugün bir sessiz.
Okay, we're almost there. I'll go right. You go left.
type.
This is a crime. Nathan Drake is a dirty crime boy. And doesn't even clean up the bodies.
Ha?
Sweet dreams.
That is definitely animation. I guess I also want to be quiet because of the we're sneaking, and sneaking you're associated with quietness. I guess it makes sense from a sound design perspective why they would want to be a little quieter
Sneak right
with
under.
the punching and the
Not so
like,
fast. There's another one.
cracking skulls.
You want to get this one? Wait here.